Jackie Blue.
Mr Speaker, I'm pleased to speak to the second reading of the Land Transport, Road Safety and Other Matters Amendment Bill. This government is serious about providing the right levers for building safer communities, and that definitely includes safety on our roads. It forms part of the government's strategy, the Safer Journeys strategy, which covers the period of decade from 2010 to 2020. The long-term goal for Road Safety New Zealand is set out in its vision, the Safer Journeys vision, a safe road system increasingly free of death and serious injury. This vision recognises that while it will be impossible to prevent road crashes from happening, we can stop many of them and resulting in death and serious injury. The main provisions of the bill will result in this indeed, fewer injuries from death and serious injuries. The world is a very different place, Mr Speaker. When I first learnt to drive at age 16, there are far more cars on the road and the cars are considerably more powerful. It's estimated there are over 3 million vehicles on the road at the current time. That's 3 times as many when I learnt to drive. And I absolutely support raising the age to 16. I believe the world today is a much more dangerous place to drive than it was all those years ago when I first drove. The issue of road safety needs to be addressed, Mr Speaker. The fact is New Zealand still lags behind many other countries in road safety, and so the Safer Journeys approach addresses this. It's aimed at improving the safety of young drivers and to give the courts more options and tougher sanctions for serious or repeat driving offenders. And I'd just like to focus on the serious or repeat driving offenders. There's quite a frightening statistic that 72% of all alcohol-related deaths on our roads are caused by drivers who have either a prior drink driving conviction or more than 50% over the current adult legal limit. And that's truly terrifying. Recently released Ministry of Transport figures showed that in 2009, 88 deaths, that's 72% of all alcohol-related deaths, were caused by just 73 drivers who were either at least 50% over the current drink drive limit or had a previous conviction for drink driving. And of those 88 deaths, 34 were caused by drivers with a previous conviction, and 50 of those deaths were caused by drivers who were at least double the current legal limit. And that really, this bill is designed to help get that small group, but dangerous group of high-risk drivers off the road. And it will do that in a number of ways, by subjecting repeat drink drive offenders to blood alcohol concentration of 0 limit for 3 years after they receive their licence back, provide a new penalty regime for breaches of the proposed 0 drink drive limits, and allow courts the option of requiring repeat or serious drink drive offenders to use alcohol interlocks after a mandated 90-day disqualification, and of course doubling the prison sentence for dangerous driving causing death. The offenders at this end of the spectrum are the government's first target because of their high contribution to fatality statistics. And there is this hardcore of drink drivers which cannot separate their drinking from their driving. Obviously the answer is for them to stop drinking, but the answer also partly lies in technology such as the alcohol interlocks, which can prevent them from driving. And I think it's absolutely important that we no longer tolerate continued and high-level offending, and this bill will address that. While there's no silver bullet, this will go some way into help improving our fatalities on the road. Thank you, Mr Speaker. I commend this bill to the House.
I call the honourable member